A federal judge in Atlanta has sentenced former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill to prison time. This comes after a jury convicted Hill in October on 6 counts of violating the constitutional rights of detainees inside the jail. Fox 5's Claire Sims has covered this case since the beginning. She is live outside the federal courthouse with reaction to what has been a high-profile case. Claire.
Yeah, good afternoon, Christine. I sat next to one of the victims in the courtroom as the judge handed down Hill's sentence, and he cheered, although he later expressed disappointment that the former sheriff never apologized in any way for his actions.
What were you doing in Clayton County that day?
It's a democracy, sir. It's the United States.
No, it's not in my county.
That was video used in the federal trial of former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill. Now, the man once tasked with upholding the law will go to prison for breaking it. U.S. District Court Judge Eleanor Ross sentenced Hill to 18 months in federal prison, plus 6 years of supervised release, 1 year for each of the victims whose rights a jury found Hill guilty of violating. During the sentencing, 4 character witnesses spoke on Hill's behalf, including interim Sheriff LaVon Allen. Each one of them talked about Hill's positive work out in the community. But prosecutors argued Hill's conduct inside the jail was an affront to our criminal justice system and that he tortured people by ordering them held in restraint chairs. Judge Ross told everyone in the courtroom that she truly struggled with this case and reminded the public that she was not here to punish Victor Hill for everything he's ever done or ever been accused of. Though before announcing Hill's sentence, she had some choice words for the former sheriff. As much as you love the law, your love of power overcame that, Ross told Hill. More than once, Judge Ross brought up Hill's arrogance and said she prays he will sit down for a moment and think about everything. In a video statement, Assistant Special Agent in Charge Chris McRae with the FBI Atlanta says everyone pays a price when law enforcement officials abuse their power.
The sentencing today should send a strong message to any law enforcement officer who wants to follow their own version of the law. As I said back at the indictment of the ex-Sheriff Victor Hill, badges and guns don't come with the authority to ignore the Constitution. They come with the responsibility to protect it.
Just before learning his sentence, Sheriff Hill told Judge Ross his intent was never to hurt anybody. Hill's defense attorney, Drew Findling, says they will appeal and called the Justice Department's prosecution of the former sheriff selective.
The fact that he's been singled out to us still remains somewhat of a disgrace, and it also remains a disgrace when you look at what's happening at our own U.S. penitentiary. So take your cameras down to the U.S. penitentiary and see how people are living in their own feces, see how rats are in there, see how people are shanking one another, which didn't take place at the Clayton County Jail under the leadership of Victor Hill.
Hill's defense team asked Judge Ross to recommend that he be sent to a minimum security camp because they are concerned about his safety and that he might be a target as a former law enforcement officer. There's no word exactly on when Hill may have to report to prison. We are live outside the federal courthouse. Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.
All right, Claire, thanks so much.